Welcome to Comprehensive English Notes. In this video, I am discussing about the themes and rhetoric we can find in the poem Dover Beach. It is written by Victorian poet Matthew Arnold, who was born in 1822 and died in 1888. There are three themes we can find in this poem. Theme A, loss of faith and certainty. Theme B, nature and alienation. Theme C, love. First, theme A, loss of faith and certainty. This poem was written in the Victorian era. At that time, several changes occurred due to the development of science and critical thinking that challenged the established idea of religion and the authority of the church. This situation created uncertainty and loss of faith in people. For the speaker, loss of faith equates to loss of certainty. The eternal note of sadness at the end of stanza 1 hints at the speaker's sense of loss. The sea and the slow, repetitive movements symbolize the gradual but inevitable loss of faith. The speaker imagines the ancient Greek playwright Sophocles hearing the same sadness in the sea that the speaker hears now. That is an analogy between the irrelevance of the classical Greek gods in the speaker's time with the coming irrelevance of the Christian God in the near future. Theme B, nature and alienation. The speaker questions humankind's relationship with nature. He feels his insignificance, a deep sense of sorrow, even in natural beauty. He feels himself as only a part of nature, not its center. The speaker thinks that the human life is fundamentally sad, and nature has always had its alienating effects on human beings. Theme C, love. The speaker turns to love as an answer for the loss of faith in the existence of God. Perhaps the poem suggests love between people can compensate for the loss of the connection between God and mankind. The speaker addresses his love in the final stanza and says that their truthfulness to each other will provide solace and certainty in a world that offers neither of these. However, the speaker is not sure that their love can defeat the confusion, struggle, and violence. Thus, the poem ends in a pessimistic note. Now, rhetoric or writing. First of all, we can find mood in this poem. The mood is melancholy and full of sadness. From stanza 1, we can find that. And then, if we talk about metaphor used in this poem, uh, that is tide, the tide is full. And similarly, we can also find symbol in this poem, that is sea itself, the vastness of faith in God, it means in line 1. Similarly, we can also find an example of simile in the poem. The example is like the folds of a bright girdle fold. That is in line number 23 of the poem. Similarly, there is an analogy between Sophocles, who was born in 495 BC and died in 406 BC, and Aegean, that is in line number 15 and 16. And we also can find imagery in this poem. The example is sea is calm, tide is full, the light gleams, tranquil bay, sweet night air, moon blanch land, grating roar of pebbles, waves draw back and fling, eternal note of sadness, etc. Thank you everybody for watching this video.